Hey, it's Sam here, and this is the Royal Kludge S85. It's a wireless TKL mechanical keyboard priced under $100 and it features a knob and screen. In this video, I have the blue color version with the Royal Kludge linear cloud switch. Included in the box is the user manual for the S85, a Type A to Type C cable, a 2-in-1 switch and keycap puller, 4 extra switches, a plastic dust cover, and the keyboard which weighs just over 1 kg or 2.2 pounds. So the keyboard has a 10 keyless layout with a screen and knob on the top right corner, cherry profile double shot PBT keycaps in this blue and white colorway, Royal Kludge cloud linear switches that are pre-looped from the factory and have a clacky sound signature, plate-mounted stabilizers that are pre-looped to reduce the rattle with some foam added to the spacebar, a gasket-mounted polycarbonate plate with flex cuts for a soft and bouncy typing feel, and a 5-pin hot swap south-facing PCB with really nice per-key RGB and underglow RGB. The side profile looks like this with the cherry profile keycaps and underglow RGB. The typing angle can also be increased with the height adjustable feet on the bottom. The underglow RGB also extends to the front where there's the Royal Kludge logo on the right. On the back, there's the slot for the 2.4 GHz wireless receiver, the USB-C connection and pass-through ports, with the tri-mode toggle switch all on the top left. On the bottom, there is 4 rubber feet, the 2 height adjustable feet, the keyboard name in the middle, and the underglow RGB on the sides. Speaking of the lighting, the underglow RGB comes with a few effects and is quite bright as you can see lighting up the sides. The per-key RGB is great too and has even more effects preloaded for you to choose from. This includes an audio visualizer mode that is fun to use while enjoying music and movies. As for the software, the keyboard comes with support for the RK keyboard driver. Here you can set different profiles and remap all of the keys and layers, manage macros like importing or creating new ones, configure the brightness, speed, color, and sleep time of the RGB lighting effects, create your own lighting modes if you want to, and customize the screen by uploading a GIF or image from your computer. Once it has been uploaded, this is how your GIF or image would look on the screen. Besides that, the screen displays the date and time with some keyboard information and also allows you to access the settings for the layout, RGB, language, and home screen through the knob. Alright, now let's move on to the teardown to see what's inside. The case is held together with clips, so you'll need to pry it open. And I recommend removing the knob and receiver before doing this. And from my experience, the clips on the sides are very tight, so you'll need to use quite a lot of force to get it open. With the case open, the top can be lifted for the screen and knob to be disconnected, followed by the daughterboard which is under the PCB. So here are all of the components inside. Here is the top case and it just houses the screen and knob on the top right. As for the bottom case, it has a huge piece of sound dampening silicone covering the whole bottom of the case, and it has the 7200 mAh battery in the middle connected to the daughterboard on the top left with all of the ports and switches. The plate and PCB is mounted together with a screw, so you'll need to remove the screws before separating the parts. For the mods, there is a piece of Poron foam that sticks to the back of the PCB, and a PET insulation film, an IXPE switch pad, and a pre-cut Poron plate foam that goes in between the plate and PCB. This is the 5-pin hot swap south-facing PCB. It has flex cuts making the keys and PCB quite flexible, the ribbon cable for the screen and knob here, jersey hot swap sockets on the back with all of these RGB LEDs on the sides for the underglow. The plate is polycarbonate with flex cuts too, and it's surprisingly very flexible even with the keycaps and switches installed. It's also gasket mounted with these silicone sleeves on the sides which go on the mounts in the bottom case. The combination of the gasket mount, mods, and flex cut plate and PCB provides a really soft and bouncy experience. Plus, the huge 7200 mAh battery provides up to 41 hours of usage with the RGB on. The keyboard is very fun to type on as it has a responsive feedback, but gaming on it does feel a little unstable from my testing. So if you enjoy a flexible typing feel, this keyboard will definitely appeal to you. Anyways, here is the typing sound test. Please enjoy. Okay, here are my final thoughts on the Royal Kludge S85. For a 10 keyless keyboard, it's definitely unique with the knob and screen, but that's not all. The RGB integration is nice too, and the mods and components included really adds to the experience. The price is the only thing holding it back in my opinion, especially with so many competitors at this $100 price point. But if you're looking specifically for a wireless TKL with a knob and screen, you won't regret choosing this keyboard. So if you're interested in the Royal Kludge S85, it will be linked in the description below. And that does it for this video. Thanks to Royal Kludge for the keyboard, and thank you for watching. Leave a like on the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, and remember to subscribe if you haven't. See you in the next one.